Good day, everyone. You're welcome to Born to Touch channel. Today, I have a quadratic equation for us here, and as you can see, you can easily factorize this quadratic equation whereby your two possible values are 6 and 1, positive 6 and positive 1. But let's say you are given a question like this whereby you have x squared plus 4x minus 8 is equals to 0, and you have to factorize this. Have you've thought of the possible values, but you couldn't find it? It is because you cannot factorize this equation. You cannot factorize this equation. So today I will be showing you the simplest way of using completing the square method to solve this type of equation, since you cannot use factorization method to solve this quadratic equation. And if you want to use completing the square method to solve this kind of equation, you have to ensure that the coefficient of x squared here is 1. Although in this equation we already have the coefficient of x squared to be 1, but I will be dropping a video to show you where the coefficient of this x squared is not 1. So you have to ensure that the coefficient of this x squared is 1. And the other step you have to take into consideration is that you have to find the half. Find the half of the coefficient of x. You have to find the half of the coefficient of x, and this is the x I'm talking about here, not this x square. So you find the half of the coefficient of x here, which is 4. So you have that one to be 4 over 2. So when you find the half, then you square it. You square it. You square it. And you know the half here will be 2, right? Then if you square it, you have 2 square. You have 2 square. You now come back to your equation where you have x squared plus 4x minus 8 is equals to 0. So the next thing you do is you transfer this minus 8 to the other side, and you have x squared plus 4x equals to 8. You transfer that minus 8 to the other side. So after you transfer it to the other side, then you add the square. You add the square of the coefficient of x to both side. You add the half that you've gotten here, you add it to both sides, and by that time you have x squared plus 4x plus 2 square to be equals to 8 plus 2 square. Then you continue solving it by saying you have x squared plus 4x plus 2 square equals to 8 plus 4. So you have x squared plus 4x plus 2 square to be equals to 12. So this equation you have here is a perfect square. They call it a perfect square. If you pick these two alone and you try to expand it, you later have this whole equation. So let's say x square, sorry, we say x plus 2, then you put the square outside, more like you factorize these two, they both share square, to be equals to 12. Then you transfer this square to the other side. But how do you do it? Sorry, you eliminate this square. So how do you do it? You find the square root. Find the square root. You find the square root of both sides. You find the square root of both. You find the square root of both sides. And by that, you'll be having square root of x plus 2 square to be equals to square root of 12. So your square cancel your square root, and you'll be having x plus 2 equals to the square root of 12. So you transfer this plus 2 also to the other side so that you can have x. We are looking for x alone. So if you want to transfer it, if you're looking for square root of any number, the square root of any number has two possible values, which are the positive which are the positive and the negative values. And at the end of the day, you'll be having x to be equals to 2 plus or minus, because you will be having two values for the square root of x. Then you have it to be 12. So if you are looking for the square root of 12, you have the square root of 12 to be 2. You have it to be x to be equals to 2 plus or minus 2 root 3. 2 plus or minus 2 root 3. Then you have x to be equals to 2 plus 2 root 3, or x to be equals to 2 plus 2, sorry, s to be equals to 2 minus 2 root 3. So these are the two possible values you can have. So the
for
two
your
possible
x.
values are x equals to 2 plus 2 root 3, or you have it to be x equals to 2 minus 2 root 3, and your x equals your 2 root 3 equals to 3.461. So you have it to be x equals to 2 plus 3.461, or x equals to 2 minus 3.461. So your x equals to 5.461, or your x equals to minus 1.461. So these are the two possible answers. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel and follow for more, so in case we drop any other videos you'll be notified immediately. And don't forget to drop any question you have in the comment section below. Thank you very much.